recording that we can upload this on YouTube later. Yeah, I hope you all had a great holiday, time over Christmas. And yeah, I'm just going to tune into the energies and see what kind of message they have for us today. Okay, very interesting. So I remember last year, one of the last talks was about resting more, and this one is about calming the nervous system. So it's kind of similar in a way. So especially when there is a lot going on the outside, in your life experience, in the news, wherever in the world, just there is a lot of movement, a lot of energy, a lot of information. It's very easy that the nervous system gets overwhelmed because, as we know, let's say 10, 20, 30 years ago, there wasn't so much information there. This is just how it is. And our nervous systems are more used to the times how we grew up, and it adapted over time. It's still adapting, but still it's possible that it gets overwhelmed faster when there's just a lot going on, especially a lot of energies are present, a lot of information. And so I get the information from the energies that calming down the nervous system is so important, because then it's very easy for us to tap into the feeling of well-being. So when the nervous system is calm, we feel rested, we feel centered, we feel balanced. And then this sense of well-being is there at the same time. And then when this happens, it's just a lot easier to move through our life experience, to make decisions. Also, when we're working with energies and there's just a lot, and this is what I'm also seeing, that throughout this year, the energies are just going to get stronger. More information is coming in. It's basically, they're getting stronger because it's high vibrational and energies, and also energies with new information. And so, yes, we are receiving that if we want or not. So everybody's receiving this. And then the nervous system basically has to adapt. And then when we have like a calmer nervous system, it's a lot easier. Then it's not really a big issue. So I think resting, or this is what I got: resting, taking rests, also calming the nervous system, feeling centered, having a feeling of well-being there. If that's happening for you, or working towards that as well, then it's just a lot easier to move through whatever is happening, let's say, on the outside. So it's always about, how do I feel on the inside? What's my state of being, basically, versus what's happening on the outside. And there can be a lot of stuff happening in this 3D reality, and that's fine. It's movement there, but if we're centered and rested, and the nervous system is calming down, or is calm, then the experience, how we experience it, is a lot different versus, when the nervous system is already on the edge. So for example, when the nervous system is on the edge and there's just one little thing happening, it's like we get out of balance right away, right? Like very quickly. But if the nervous system is calm, and we are rested and things are happening, then it just takes a lot longer. It would take a lot more for us to be on the edge and be out of balance. So, and this is what I'm getting, and this is what the energies are providing. So it's already coming in. I'm just sharing the information, but this is really what's being transmitted. The calming of the nervous system and the information for your system, that calming the nervous system is just very important. It's a very important part for the upcoming months, or this year. I go into a little bit of a deeper layer to see what else is there. Yeah, and then also what I'm getting is, so we're working that part of this work is that the true nature can eventually come forward fully, right? So first it's shining forward, so we have already aspects coming into our life experience, it's shining forward, but then eventually it comes forward. And this is also where the nervous system comes in, because the true nature compared to, let's say, the human, um, is a lot more expanded, of course, has a lot more energy, just carries a lot more information on the core level. And our system has to be able to hold that information so that it can stay forward for good. Same with the spiritual being. Some of you have done these sessions to activate it. So, and in general, a high levels of consciousness as well. So the nervous system is always very important for having these openings, and then that they stay for good. So not just having them for like a experience, but then eventually having them there for good. The nervous system is a very big part of it, and it needs to be more refined. So calm and refined. And what do I mean with refined? That it can hold this higher information without dropping out of this information, basically. Is there a better way I can describe this? Yeah, if it's too much information, it can't be experienced, or it can't be grasped, it can be held. And when and when it's refined enough, you can just hold. Is this the best way I can describe it? So yeah, again, it's already coming through, so the nervous systems are already receiving. Yeah. Okay, and then I'll look if there is anything else, but I think yeah, actually what I'm seeing, that's very interesting. So I've never seen the nervous system being a layer, so that I see a second layer of the nervous system. That's interesting. So the first layer I've always seen in people's system when I look, but there is like a second layer, just an even more refined part of the nervous system. And this one is actually gonna, let's say, come online or also merge with the first layer of nervous system. And it just means that we're gonna be more sensitive in a positive way. So sensitive that we can understand more what's happening around us. We can start reading energies better. And we can also sense more what's good for us, what's not, what's serving us, what's not. And I definitely always emphasize, follow what's serving you, follow your personal highest truth, right? And with this second layer of nervous system coming online, basically, it's then a lot easier to see what's actually serving us. Because often it's not so clear. So it's going to be clearer, easier to see, easier to recognize. It's just going to be here. This information is just going to be here because of that. Yeah, beautiful. That's very handy. Yeah, okay, great. Um, yeah, let's start with the meditation. So for people who have never been here before, this is going to be a 50-minute guided meditation. So there is like a guided part for the first half, and then for the second half is a silent sitting where the energies are just coming in and working on our systems. And what you can do is sit back, relax, and meditate along. You don't need to do anything else. Just be in an open, receptive state and see what happens. Yeah, and then the recording of the meditation will be uploaded later on my YouTube channel. And then afterwards, there is time for sharing, asking questions, then we can chat a little bit. Okay, everybody's muted. It's recording. All right, let's start and enjoy. I start with opening up the energy field. And bring in light. So pull the light in into your system through the upper chakras down to the lower chakras. And also through the lower chakras up. Same light, just up into the system, that it can work equally on both ends, basically, or from both ends. Then I expand the energy field. Expanding the energy field helps to hold more light in the system, and also more awareness comes with that as well. Awareness in all areas. Okay, beautiful light is already present, a lot of that, so that's amazing. It's flowing into our system, and I fill up the expanded space with more light. And then I clear surface energies, so just energies that are distracting, that are on the surface of your system, and distract from experiencing the lights, or more silence, clarity, stillness, peace. That's what's always in our system, behind the movement, behind the surface energies. So I'm just removing the distraction. Then it's also a lot easier to drop into the meditation and to relax more. I always see right away the body relaxing more when I clear those surface energies, because the body also prefers when there is less interference on the level of the body, and the light entering, it also really enjoys that. So the body is benefiting a lot. And then I also clear energies out of the mind. So I'm just removing energies that are stuck on the mind level, that the mind also calms down, so that there are not so many thoughts. And if there are thoughts, that they just leave, come and go in the background, and don't disturb. So I'm seeing that the system is expanding more and more and more. So it's a lot of energy present that helps to expand the system more. Yeah, and also this calming energy that I was talking about before, the calming of the nervous system, that's present. It's very strongly present. It's calming the nervous system, but at the same time, yeah, refining, but also it's a strengthening process as well. So it becomes stronger. So I see the nervous system really everywhere in the body. It's like little branches, very tiny little ones going into all limbs everywhere in our bodies. And it's very lit. Like when I look at the nervous system now, it's just light everywhere. The light is strengthening these little branches, also clearing certain pathways that are blocked. And the next energy that's coming in, so the other ones are also present, but there's a new one coming in, and that's working on the area of the brain. So the energies are healing the brain. And how I see this is that there are also branches in the brain. The brain is full of these little branches, and also the light is working on those left and right brain side everywhere, so that just the connection of the whole brain, like the communication, let's say it like that, over the whole brain energetically can work a lot better. And in this combination, brain nervous system, it helps a lot to be able to perceive energies in various different ways. Every system is different, right? But just this combination, among a lot of other things, is supporting this access or this opening. Yeah, and while this is happening, a lot more of this calming energy is coming in, very calming for the whole system. Yeah, and I see what's happening right now. So this calming and strengthening and refinement of the nervous system, brain, and whole system helps to be more resilient. And then the movement, I always see, okay, this is done now, so where is this moving towards? And it moves you more into the present moment. So when you are calmer and all these other things, it's a lot easier to fully drop and stay in the present moment, and to focus on what's happening in the present moment around you. So really, what is actually happening around me in my experience, in my personal experience. And this is really what counts, and where the focus needs to be, where our energy needs to go. It's in our personal experience in the present moment. Because that means if we're in the present moment and we use the focus, we have so much more energy and we can accomplish so much more. We can, accomplishing in a way that it's easier to make decisions. We're a lot clearer. We are more centered. We have more understanding of what's good for us, what's not. We can make decisions that are for ourselves, like for our personal highest truth. And whatever we're working on, we can be focused, not scattered. So often these energies are being cleared in the background, the energies that scatter us, like there are thoughts, and emotions are there, and we're torn apart with, okay, this is happening, so it's just a lot going on. And with everything we're doing right now, what's happening right now, we're basically accomplishing the opposite, coming back into what's actually there in a calm way. And because of that, having a lot of strength and focus that we can, and energy that we can use. And then this is where it gets powerful. Because when we use all this energy for whatever is in front of us versus it's scattered somewhere else, we can again accomplish whatever that means for you. I'm just using this word, a lot more. Yeah, now the energy of truth is coming in. So when everybody here is receiving the energy of truth, it becomes individual. So we can say there is one information stream of truth coming in, one energy, but then in our system it's individualizing and it becomes our personal highest truth. And I see that the energy that's present, wants to pull you more into your personal highest truth. It wants you to understand what it is, what's actually my personal highest truth, to be able to distinguish, to understand. So to see the personal highest truth so clearly that no matter what's happening, like what kind of other influences there are, that you still know, okay, that's my personal highest truth. That's very powerful as well. It's extremely powerful. So this energy is working. In the background, again, a lot of energies are being cleared that are not of our personal highest truth. And it's really just a lot of limitations, a lot of energy structures that don't serve us anymore. So they are being cleared. And some of them are quite strong. So wanting to fit in, wanting to be a good human, wanting to be a good person. And we have a certain understanding, or we learned a certain understanding of what that is, how this person is supposed to be. And this kind of is hard to clear because, or not hard to clear, but it takes a little bit of work because we, let's say, try to fit into this specific box, also other boxes. Just I shared just this example, but I see other ones here as well. We try to fit in that for quite some time throughout our lifetime. So moving away from the personal highest truth, or not even knowing what that is. And then it takes a little bit of work that this can go, but it's happening. And maybe you can feel it very strongly in the area of your chest now, or the heart area. This is where the truth is kind of, can be felt the strongest. But see for yourself where you feel it the strongest. But this is where I see it being the strongest, but it really depends on the system as well. So when you're not 100% sure, is this my truth or not, you can just focus on the area of your chest, and then you will sense it. You can sense it. So that's a very amazing tool. And when you tune into your system now, these calming energies and all of them that are present and everything we went through now, it just makes, like, it makes us feel really good. Feels very nice. Yeah, so let's sit with this for the next 25 minutes in silence. The energies continue working on everything we went through before, so they continue working also on other areas of your system. Just allow them to do the work and, yeah, enjoy. Okay, we are finished. Thank you, everybody. That was beautiful. Very handy meditation. Good stuff came through. So, yeah, thank you so much for joining. Okay, so everybody's who is leaving, bye bye. Thank you. See you next week. And if anybody has a question or wants to share or ask, yeah, a question, please let me know. Hi, Mandeep.
Hi, Eva. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
It's good to see you again.
Yeah, it has been a while, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was very much looking forward to today and also like the upgrade on the weekend already, right? Because we're so used to seeing each other, and then when we don't, there is something missing, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Even though we do the recordings, it's still like, it's different.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. Um, I was interested in the aspect of the body where is it like um I'll give myself as an example. I eat well. I eat a variety of different foods, but I found I have low iron, low B12, so I'm supplementing with what the doctor says. But is it energies that are blocked that are causing the body to have these issues? Because I think in one of the meditations you said the body should be able to survive on not having a whole range of different things.
Oh, okay. I often don't, or I mostly don't remember what I said in meditation. Um, the information always leaves. I mean, the physical body, we are in this reality, and there are influences here, right? So this is just how it is. So we have to look after our bodies, right? So just relying on energies, I mean, no, you're not doing that, but I'm just saying is not enough. So we definitely, need to feed it. We need to rest. We need water, stuff like that, in the best quality if possible. Um, and if like this is, I just get it's very individual, like I can't say something general why certain supplements are needed or not. But what I'm in generally getting is it's really intuitive eating. This is what I'm also seeing for myself, and what I'm getting. So following a specific diet, for example, it's maybe not serving everybody, because it's really when you get up in the morning, what do you feel like eating? And then looking, are you, let's say, maybe you're not doing it, but just saying, are you restricting yourself from certain foods because you think they're not so healthy or because they don't fit your diet? Or are you really eating what you feel like eating? Like when you go into a restaurant, do you pick what you desire in that moment or what you think is the healthiest option, for example? You know what I mean? So really feeling into what do I need right now. Um, and I think this is really the right way to do things. And then also uh, deficiencies, for example, can be removed with that. So
Yeah.
this is one part, but definitely, like whatever works, maybe supplements is just a way of doing things. Like why not, right? Like why not using them? So I'm always for, okay, if it's available and if it resonates, why not use it? Um, yeah. So do you feel
Yeah.
you eat what your body, like what you crave, like what you, so not like sugar craving and stuff like that, but like what you think it is nourishing your body, or do you think you are kind of using the mind um to
I
eat?
was strict. Like for 4 years, I didn't eat meat or eggs, anything like that, just cheese and dairy. Um, but since the summer, I really, really craved meat and eggs, so I started eating them.
Yeah,
And so I thought, oh, everything's okay. And then I was really surprised that, oh, it's not enough. I actually need more.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very possible. And these things are changing. So also my similar experience. So I was vegan for quite some time. But it basically just came overnight that I had to do that, and it felt really good, and I felt nourished by it, and it energized me. And but after a certain, like, say, 6 years, I think it was about 6 years, then I also started craving eggs and cheese and butter. Then I started eating them. Yeah, and it's still like I'm not gonna go back to vegan, but I'm sure at that time it was serving me in a way, like I needed it. And just think going with the flow, going with what's coming up, different things are needed at different times. And, sticking to a certain diet because we think it's the best possible way to eat. Like if we feel it, yes. Like if we know it's nourishing us, somebody could be nourished on a fruitarian diet. If that's the right thing for that person right now, then it's perfect. So if we feel nourished, it's the way to go. But if we stick to a diet intellectually because we think it's the best diet out there, I mean, there are so many different ones, then I don't think it's the best possibility. It's actually a limitation. So we limit ourselves to a specific diet because the mind thinks it's the best possible diet, but actually it's not. And I think this intuitive eating is really the way to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you feel like having more eggs or meat, then just eat it. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
thank you so much. And
Okay.
yeah, we're glad to have you back.
Yeah. So glad to be back and to see you all and see you
Yeah,
Monday.
thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. Yeah. Anybody else? Hi, Courtney.
Oh,
Hello.
thank you for that meditation. It was beautiful.
You're welcome. Thank you for being here.
Um, so about 3 times, I think in the last 8 months or so, I'm not really sure because this happens when I'm sleeping, but so like 3 times I'll be deep, deep asleep. And then I get a flash and a loud pop that wakes me up. And then I'm like, okay, what was that? And then I go back to sleep. And I'm pretty sure it's internal,
Mhm.
not external. Do you have any
That's
idea what that is?
interesting.
Yes.
No, I've never, I haven't had that experience and nobody else has shared it so far. But, it's something is shifting, something is changing, moving, opening up, and this is probably why you experience it. Do you feel after this pop there is something different, like when you meditate or during your everyday life experience? Do you see a difference?
I mean, I think in the last month, well, no, because I think this has happened, like I said, like over 6 or 8 months. So not specifically after it happens,
Mm-hmm.
but I believe in the last month or so, I've kind of begun having witnessing consciousness.
Mm-hmm. So
So
yeah, yeah.
maybe,
So when you sleep, you're awake at the same time. Yeah, yeah.
oh, well, no, just during my meditations,
Oh yeah.
when I am awake, I'm
Okay.
like more, I don't know. I explained it to Garrett the other day, and I just said, oh, I feel so much more peace during my meditations. And he says, I think that's witnessing consciousness. And I was like,
Okay.
oh, that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
it sounds interesting. I mean, I think there are just and from experience and also what people are sharing, we can have a lot of different experiences and it's individual. So we can only see, okay, is something changing? Is not? Maybe they're just there, to be experienced. Um, yeah. But yeah, it's interesting to hear and that you shared with everybody that this is happening to you, so when it happens to somebody else that they know,
yes.
okay, it happened to Courtney too.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah, yeah, it's
Because
it's
the first time it
fascinating.
happened, yeah, the first time it happened, I thought it was a medical issue.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
then I was like, well, I'm not in pain. So I just go back to sleep.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is really something with energy work, these, let's say, these weirder things that are happening within our system. It's because of the energies. It's because of the energies doing something, or certain areas are opening, or blockages are being removed, and then we can have some feedback. And this is
Right.
probably some sort of feedback for whatever it is, but there is a feedback. And yeah, people have actually, very weird experiences like heart pounding, or pain in the head or in the jaws, or like all sorts of stuff, but it's really just from the energies, so there's nothing to worry
Right.
about. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's something connected to that. I think you're
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah,
Okay. Thank
absolutely.
you.
Yeah, thank you. Interesting. Yeah. Hi, Matthew. I don't hear you for some reason, even though you're unmuted. Okay, now I hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah. Hello.
Can you?
Yes.
Okay, I can't hear you now.
Okay. Do you hear me now?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Growing up, I was always taught that anything energetically, astral projection, lucid dreaming, all that stuff was demonic. I had like a religious background, and now in my head, I kind of understand that it's not, and I'm like, this stuff is real. And that was just kind of like a control thing. But it's like my body is still scared of all that stuff. And anytime I feel anything close to having an experience, what's the word for it? That's not normal. I get scared, and I kind of avoid it. So I don't know if you have any um just advice on how to handle fear of that realm.
Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, I mean, it's very normal and common. Just that a lot of people, it's tapping into the unknown, and specifically when there's negative conditioning around it, it's even harder to really drop into these experiences, allow them to come up. What I can tell you intellectually, nothing can ever happen. You just, when you allow these experiences to happen, yes, there could be the reaction from the body, there could be all sorts of fear in the system, and also thoughts are coming up, but it's really just a reaction from the system to the unknown. And I mean, what I can share is, because I know a lot of people have it or had it, is continue on doing this work, sitting with the energies, because they start dissolving this fear in the system. And when your system, so before it's more contracted. So when it's contracted and there is like an experience surfacing, it contracts even more. And then you kind of, on the one hand, you block the experience, but then on the other hand, it's pushing forward. So it's kind of, and this is why the fear starts to come up as well. But when the system is more open and expanded, it's a lot easier to just allow the experience to come up and to be in it. And just that nothing can ever happen. You just you go into the experience, and then you go out of it. And mostly nothing even crazy is happening. Like the mind just makes it fearful, or oh my god, like the unknown is coming. I don't know what it is, and there are stories, but I mean, I can just tell you, trust that everything is going to work out in the best possible way for you, especially when you're on this path, right? Um, yeah. So continue on meditating, and step by step, allow yourself to trust and surrender more into this process. And do you think you're gonna experience out of body stuff and stuff like that? Like, have you experienced it before, or why do you think it's coming up for you? Now I don't hear you again. Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah.
I don't know why I can't hear you when my headphones aren't plugged in, but then it's like switched. I really want, I don't know why I want an out of body thing. I want something that's miraculous, or just like a big experience. I don't know why, but that is, so I'm kind of looking to have one of those experiences.
Yeah. So I recommend just ask for an experience that's for your highest good and that's shown you in a way that you feel comfortable with. Just ask for this so that it can come in that framework. And then when it comes, it's coming in your framework. So you basically set the framework for the experience. It's just intention. This is how energy work and how we work with energies in the spiritual realms. We work with intention. So set this intention, and then when an experience is surfacing, just surrender into it, allow it to come up because it's happening within that framework.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was kind of what I was hoping you would say. So
Okay.
thank you.
Good. Great. All right. And tell us next time, or tell us whenever you had the experience how it was. Oh, he didn't hear. I think. Did you hear me? No. Okay. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Okay. No more questions? No. Yeah, so thank you so much for joining. That was a very amazing meditation, very useful. So you can always come back. I will upload it later on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much, everybody. That was wonderful. Lovely to see you again in the new year. And yeah, see you next week. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Bye,
Eva.
Eva. Bye bye, everyone. Happy New Year, everyone. And Eva.
Happy New Year.